I've spent many an hour down here, daily, 2 or 3 times a week, every weekend, busy days. I just like the organ music, playing the organ, It's something I'm going to miss.
And it's been a huge commitment, because it's not only your dedication, but you took over from your father.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Can you take us back to the beginning and how that came about?
The Stampers, when the incumbent was away, my dad used to do the services, because he was a lay reader as well as the organist. And when he was doing that, I played the organ. So we did it together. And that's when it started me off, playing for those services, and then one thing led to another. Practice makes perfect. I used to spend hours and hours playing different things, getting a repertoire together, for playing on Sundays, before and after, postludes and preludes and in-betweeners.
It's really important as a priest to have a good relationship with your organist, because they're so core to a Sunday service, and I couldn't have had anybody better than Arthur to be my organist here, because he spent so much time over choosing the right hymns on a Sunday morning, and sometimes I'd get to the point where I'd preach a sermon and then the hymn that Arthur had chosen just fitted perfectly with the message that I'd shared, and that's all you can hope for as a priest, really, having such a dedicated organist.
I've had some good years. I've seen people come and go, good people that's done things for this church, that's gone and handed it over to somebody else. And I kept thinking all these years, and I'm still here, and seeing all that happen, and it's a lifetime's work, really, seeing things happening, coming and going, and I just carry on. I've done loads and loads of, funerals, marriages, baptisms, and other services, midweek services. I've always been there, available, whatever music they wanted. I've tried to do the best I could. We've had between 20 and 30 weddings a year, which is a lot, really, for a small village church, small village like that. And funerals, at one time, the village, anybody died, they always came to church, and that was pretty busy as well. You used to average 1 or 2 every couple of weeks, something like that, So going through the years, I've done quite a few funerals and christenings. There were that many at one time. We were having to do 4 or 5 every other Sunday to get shut of the backlog. And I used to play for those. We always had a hymn or two, and I'd be playing before and after.
So when I first came here, I'd be doing a funeral visit, and we'd be choosing the hymns for the service, and I would say, "Oh, well, Arthur will play those hymns that you've chosen for your mum's funeral." And they'd say, "What, do you mean Mr. Stamper?" And I'd say, "Yes." I said, "Oh, he played for our wedding 50 years ago." And so everybody knew Arthur, everybody knew Mr. Stamper. He will have played at people's christenings, people's weddings, people's funerals. So he's had an impact on hundreds of lives. It's probably about 2,000 weddings, probably over the time. Even more funerals than that, and even more christenings than that. So that's quite a mind-blowing number of services that Arthur will have played for.
I should ask you about Sunday, because there is one final celebration on Sunday.
On Sunday, I understand, yeah.
How much are you looking forward to that?
Tremendous. I thought, well, they're not letting me go without a bit of fuss and palaver. But I shall enjoy it. I'm sure I will. It'll be something to remember.
What we've decided to do is, because Arthur's father before him played the organ's been played here by somebody from the Stamper family for nearly 100 years. So we're going to dedicate the organ, and we're going to call it the Stamper organ, and we're going to put a plaque on the organ, and that will always be sort of a testament, really, to the ministry of the Stamper family on this organ in our church. So we're going to dedicate that on Sunday in the middle of the service, and I think it will be just a really fitting celebration for us all.
That'll be lovely. It'll be nice to see something there that will carry on for years and years, and I thought it'll be remembered in that way.
You'll have seen many hymns, many songs, many musicals, many events. Do you have a particular highlight amongst it all?
And one hymn that I like playing, it always sounds good, is And Did Those Feet. It's a lovely hymn, that, and it lends more to the organ, you know. It's got crescendos and bits, introductions, and it's of all the hymns, you know, that I like that one. But I like them all. They're all good to me, and I can still go through and find music that I've probably never played, you know, and come and have a go at it. Oh, that sounds nice, and so, you know, you're always finding things different.
I've been saying before that just saying thank you feels inadequate, but we want to say a huge thank you, and his contribution will always be appreciated here, and he will still be our organist. Even though he's stopping playing, he will always be our organist. It
was just a job for me, really, you know. It's I never enjoyed every minute of it. You know, it'll be sad for me to let it go, but I've got to. I can't sort of carry on forever and ever, you know. So this has been a good opportunity for me to say, right, bye, hand it over to somebody else.